Holmes.
Just give her?
Just give her. Rip it. Fuck yeah.
Did it fix it?
I think it moved. A little. Ripper. Oh, it's fucking mint. She's almost ready to go back on the road now. Wow.
Holy shit.
Give her. Rip it. Beauty.
One more? Ready?
Yep. Beauts, man. She's fucking minty. She's moving. Holy shit. Is there anything you want to say about the last drive in the Subaru?
Fucking dope, man. Let me drop her.
Did her drop her right into the XT? Don't worry, we're not selling this engine to anyone. Running with no alternator, no anything. Holy shit, did you see what shot? The muffler fell off when you did that. Like, it's barely dangling now. It just shot out tons of black shit. So much Subaru. And a Nissan.
spot welds. We're gonna do this side first, even though we need the other side just as a tester, so that we don't fuck up the side we need. So it should be pretty radical, but yeah, we're gonna try and drill out all the spot welds and take it out in layers.
Yeah, every one of those round dots is a spot weld, so we gotta drill
A lot of them.
a lot.
A lot of them. Oh, a lottie. Oh yeah, she's definitely going out.
Yeah.
Still better than Mastercard. Alright, we need our practice quarter out. It was a mission. First layer, which gives us a view in case we need to go deeper on the other car as to where to remove more structure, but
I feel like on the other car we'll be doing this bit as well.
Yeah.
And we're also gonna have to take this off, but no point on this side to do it, since that's obvious the way it comes off.
Yeah, now we can see.
Yeah. And you know how the car looked rust-free? Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they always rust from the inside, so rust-proof your shit.
Yeah.
Get her fucking oiled right up.
It's a low mileage BC car, so you can imagine what an Ontario car actually looks like underneath the quarter panel.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there we go. Hey, at least this one we have a peekaboo window, man. That's fucking sweet.
Yeah, I was worried that where the filler neck was going to be, it was going to be really hard, but it's just like attached to the quarter panel, so we don't even have to screw with it.
Yeah.
But we will have to take the inside one out probably,
Yeah.
because that one is hit pretty hard. I like how literally everything is out of the car, like down to the sun visors, except for a perfectly good transmission. We're like, nah, it's automatic.
Yeah. Oh, hey, what's up? All right, so I think this is like day 4 of the Legacy restoration. So we got the exterior skin off. I think 2 more layers to that.
Many layers all over the place.
And then this is as far as we're likely gonna take this one. And then we're gonna just pull that back out. And then reconstruct all that and that from our donor car, which is pretty awesome. We got the airbag switched over, sensors, module. So that part is coming along. This was the initial hit, was this front wheel. So yeah, that's all straightened back out, and some paint on it so it looks fresh.
Oh.
And then yeah, we've already got it to the point of headlight in, fender on, bumper on, and everything is straight as a motherfucker. And now we're just good jobbing over top.
Yeah.
So tomorrow we're gonna replace the whole rear end underneath,
Yeah, the subframes, front and rear.
so then we can get rid of those and make some more space because we're getting a little bit crowded in here.
The shop normally doesn't look like this.
No.
Like, we have to hang subframes over the welder because we don't have room for things. And the poor Type RA is now a table.
Yeah. At least it's putting in work. It's good. Yeah. What a mission compared to conventional mechanical work. Doing extreme collision repair is very tiring. And you get cut a lot.
Oh, my poor hand.
We've been cut like motherfuckers.
Fucking
We look-
all over the place.
yeah, we look suicidal almost.
Oh man, if emo kids cut just their hands,
Yeah.
we'd be emo as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, like-
Except for the fucking jazz music playing in the background. Yeah, so we gotta take the taillight backing thing. I don't do body work. I don't know what they call these pieces.
Taillight holder house. That's got to be it. So there's the one from the Black Legacy.
Yeah.
It's heavy. Yeah, pretty scrunched in compared to that one. Removed one.
And gotta take
And
a
they're
step
both like
back.
removed the exact same way. We left some of the dog leg on the Black Legacy because it was better condition than this dog leg. It's starting to bubble up with some rust.
Yeah, so we're
So
gonna have to do
since
a
the
weld.
molding goes up to there, we're just gonna weld it across there and put the molding back on top.
I like the full effort in filming here. You're not even using your hand to point.
I know.
Just like, we're gonna do that, like that, and it'll be fucking mint. Can't believe how flattened that really was. Like, we didn't jump on it or anything.
No.
That's just the way it came off of the car.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
Yeah. Car bits
Yeah, our
everywhere.
shop has overfilled, so we've spread out into the nature for now.
Oh, look at how many more cars we can throw back here. Okay, let's see if this is going to work out the way I think it will. Oh shit. I am fucking amazing. See, people don't know this, but if you get a big enough rock, you could actually hand make all of this with just the hammer. It has to be one with like a lot of iron ore in it.
It makes me regret not buying that scaler.
Oh, the descaler.
We set up this custom rig to get out the front subframe without taking our engine out.
Yeah, let me step over here. We got a 2x4 sitting on some 2x4, sitting on the strut mounts, holding an evap tube and some random hook to hold the engine in place, along with the floor jack with a 2x4 against the block. Not the oil pan or some stupid shit.
And yeah, we've got the rear end swapped out already.
Yeah. Look at that beautiful.
Relatively quick and painless.
Yeah. Now this car is gonna have LGT brakes, LGT suspension. It's gonna be like
Sway
the Blues
bars,
Brothers.
man. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah. Oh, we replaced the filler neck because that was a little bent. Interior still looks.
We've got everything cut away from this body that we're going to cut away. We've got everything removed from the donor car that we're going to put onto this car. There's our donor front end, so that's we're going to get the LGT rack, turbo cross member, and big brakes.
So now, is there a difference between Legacy GT rack
It's
and
probably the same.
yeah, probably yeah. But it just
This one
sounds
doesn't
good.
leak though, so that's actually pretty sick.
That Subaru steering rack that doesn't leak.
Yeah,
Bullshit. Which look at those bolsters.
They're bolsty.
Bolstered to fuck.
Fucking bolsty. And then we harvested all the good parts from the Black Legacy as spares. And
Call it the Z-Rod end now.
yeah. Hell yeah.
That is normally straight.
Yeah. That's high.
Looking forward to getting this done because like our usual customers are
They're dying.
they're clawing at the door.
Yeah. They are tweaking.
They're like, yo, my engine blew, my transmission blew, yo. Right, more
Excited.
updates later after
yeah.
that's in, and fenders and front end will be on. All we'll have left
ready
is
to fucking drive tomorrow.
yeah, it'll drive,
Like, if
but
you
like
put
it
a
won't
seat
have a
in it,
quarter
yeah.
panel on it. But I want to take this down the road, like take it to Canadian Tire and be like,
Yeah.
yo, how much to like
our one
fix
door
this?
flying
Yeah,
over.
the one door doesn't have anything to attach to. I would love to take this to a body shop at this point. Be like, yo, we've gone this far. Like,
Yeah, we give up.
yeah.
We're close. Yo, what's up? So, yeah, more big gains on the Legacy GT NA swap. We got the front end all back together. We got some color match paint and did all the spots where the painter won't get.
So like in there on the fender lip, so that's not blue.
Yeah.
Super glossy. I like, is that
Hella
CarQuest's paint?
Davenport.
Davenport.
Yeah, super sweet paint. We got the front subframe all in, all the suspension, so that's all the stuff from the LGT. These are still the original brakes and rotors at the moment, just because I'm going to sandblast and paint the other calipers. When we went to put the NA unequal length header on, we ran into an issue where the LGT has a more voluptuous brace underneath. So we were able to take that off and just switch it back to the NA braces underneath, which hold the sway bar links to the subframe, and then like the belly pan holder pretty much, and then the headers went on without issue. As far as interior stuff, we didn't do too much more today. And then, other than replace the gas cable for the fuel door.
Oh yeah, the release cable.
And then we took some measurements of the other chassis, which we are gonna send to scrap tomorrow. And we filled it up with all the debris laying on the ground so we can kind of walk around here.
And still nobody wants the fucking automatic transmission.
I feel like we should probably cut the starter out because that would probably be any automatic.
Yeah.
So we could harvest that. And then we cut out the rest of the quarter on this car, like
the wheel well, inner wheel well bit.
So that's all we need from that. It'll be nice to get one body out of here and start to slowly organize our piles of parts.
When you say frame straightening,
That's when we hooked a bare body Forester, so it looked like this, but still ran and drove.
it had quarter panels,
Yeah,
but
it had quarter panels, yeah.
didn't even have an alternator because like
No, it
people
didn't.
needed that.
Or power steering.
Yeah.
So yeah, we hooked a chain up to the front wheel of the Legacy because it wasn't mobile. The wheels were jammed into the fender well. And then we reefed it probably 3 times.
Yeah.
Full speed launches in the Forester with a chain hooked up to the wheel.
Yeah. Like, you know when you see videos of like Russian dudes in a Lada that it looks like got ran over by
Yeah.
a tree?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, same thing. But yeah, now we're at the stage we can start to put some more interior in.
Yeah, I'd say up to like the
Front
seats.
seats,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, don't put the back seats in yet.
Yeah, we only want to put the front seats in for real estate purposes.
As you can see,
Yeah,
we need bigger shop.
yeah. The real. I'll need one headlight bracket because this car is a really hybrid body setup. It's from a facelift Legacy that I modified to fit on a non-facelift Legacy, so I need the facelift headlight brackets, which got broken in the crash. So that will be another $20. And 1 can of rust-proof spray.
Yeah, 1 can of weld-through primer.
Yep, so that's another $30 for those. And
1 can of the
aerosol
mixed.
can,
Yeah.
$25. So it's pretty steep at $100.
Yeah, about $100 worth of parts, but that's only because parting out that guy made that car free,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
not
you definitely
profitable.
will break even.
Yeah.
Y'all ready for this? Alright, so the inner wheel well is in. Now we're about to set the tail light in this little piece. We've done a demo fit of our quarter panel skin on top, and we are more than happy with its fit. So now we're gonna go ahead, weld this guy. Then we got a bunch of seam sealing to do on the inside, and then some painting, and then we're laying on the quarter panel. So this morning we cut all these cuts here to match with our quarter panel. So now it's drop on ready.
Yeah, oh, and we got to use our new flange tool.
Yeah, did some flanging down there, which was
Makes
sweet.
that like step so the quarter panel fits in that little bump down.
And way easier than cutting a perfectly straight line to match with there on something that's not perfectly straight.
Yeah, especially like there it's visible, so you gotta have no gap. Here it
Yeah.
wasn't quite visible, and you can see I got a little lazy with the cut.
Oh yeah.
I'll fill that in with weld maybe,
Oh yeah.
or seam sealer.
So yeah, pretty exciting. Very, very.
You want me to film you when you do some welds?
Sure, yeah.
Sick.
Look right at it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let everyone know when they have to put their welding goggles on.
Yep. Easy to start. Hot dot. Yeah, that weld-through primer really is flattering.
Yeah, it makes the weld not as nice to get started.
Alright, so she is being attached for the last and final time. That's a lot of spot welds, and my arm is getting really burnt, but it's alright, worth it. So, what I've done is not to F myself over. I've done like a little bit of each corner so that it's fully locked in place, and then now I'm just cruising around filling in the blank. I pre-cut out this little tiny rust bubble here because I weren't feeling that, and then so
See, that's what people gotta understand. On the front, it looked like a
Yeah.
little bit of bubbling
it was
paint.
maybe the size of a fingertip,
Yeah.
and then inside, that's like at least 20 fingertips minimum.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping that as a reference to build a new piece. I
That-
pre-welded in some little drop tabs to attach my piece to. But yeah, so far I am super happy with the fitment.
Yeah.
It was probably 100 times on and off, cutting, adjusting to get where we were seaming under the window totally straight, and where we were seaming through the door, but like she on there now.
Yeah.
She is on there.
Look at all that seam.
Yeah, man, fucking seaming.
So, and there goes, what is that, monetization.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they approve of the word seam.
But yeah, man, it is getting there.
Yeah, and before anyone says, why is there a big hole?
Yeah, that is totally factory. There.
There's a tail light there, but for some reason they just have a big hole
and they fill it with seam sealer. Yeah,
because that's like,
is big.
yeah.
Yeah, like fitment, since this was 3 layers of card that we had to attach to this chassis under this quarter panel, I'm, quite impressed that we got it all this straight and everything lining up to the point a fingernail can't even get in there. Like, tight.
You know why that is, man?
Because we the best. We did it.
We did it.
Super excited. And we've gone as far as before putting this on, we vice gripped it all back on, we put the tail light on, we got the tailgate all adjusted, and it is like, this side almost is nicer looking than the original side.
And for the first winter, the quarter panel, the fender, and the front bumper are staying blue.
Yeah.
Just because when you see an all black car with a blue quarter panel, people who know how it works, they're gonna be like, why is that part blue?
Blow your mind.
This was more work than we thought originally. Because
Yeah,
I don't think we weren't
guess
expecting so much stuff bent underneath the quarter panel.
Yeah. In terms of days now, I'd say we're at, this might be the 7th day.
Yeah.
If that. So, you know, not bad turnaround time considering we gutted the whole interior, subframes, suspension, brakes, everything.
Yeah, like, this was more to see if we could do this type of collision repair.
Yeah.
This would not be, like,
I
a
don't-
smart money choice.
No.
Yeah. How much did you pay for this car?
$1,500.
Before it was hit.
Yeah. But what made me want to keep it is it was a really nice car, super comfy, good on gas. When it crashed, it had 114,000 kilometers, so that's
Like
low.
70,000 miles for a
low in the
2005.
sense of, and super clean, had no rust, nothing.
Yeah, the panel we put on had more rust than
Yeah,
the panel we took off, but
yeah.
you can't find a good quarter panel in Ontario for a Subaru this old.
This car has not been out of the shop in I think 2 years, but we had to take it out because, oh fuck, she ready. Fucking first voyage in the freshly restored many-hour Legacy Redemption.
Oh, something sounds good.
Hard to see through the dust.
Well, you're good. Yeah.
Alrighty, so here's a bit of a walk around. I've done a couple thousand kilometers since getting it back on the road. It aligned without issue, so I was going to show you guys some of the spots where we seamed. They went really well, mostly just weld and then a little skim of Bondo, so it went through there, out and under the molding there, and then my my patchwork there holding up well. And then what we did too before we put the window back in was painted this black here, so when we go to paint the rest of the car black in the spring, it will end up being a nice quality job. And then the other spot that got seamed was right around here, so super clean, you can't see any evidence. And then again, we painted all inside the jam, all color match black. And then the other one I believe up here is all covered up by, you know, molding and stuff. Yeah, the interior obviously all back in. Car's been running great. Glad to have it back on the road. Got one amber tail light. And then one of my original all red ones. And yeah, obviously no airbag lights, nothing like that. So it was a successful job. And then yeah, come spring, I'm gonna put the Japanese front and rear end back on, and then repaint them all. They took a little bit of damage in the accident, but nothing we can't repair. So looking forward to that, getting it back to one color and its traditional look for me. I also added on these little JDM window visors. Cost a pretty penny, but I found when there's water on the roof of this car and you go to stop and your window's down, the water seems to go around the roof rail and right into the window. So it was a nice little addition, and now it's actually solved that. Yeah, the car hasn't really had a very good wash since bringing it out, so it almost still has like dust stains in it. But either or, just glad to have it back on the road and back to doing its thing of picking up parts and getting me around.